Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2013 Ford Econoline full-size van so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front left tire, you got about 80% tread on all-season radios. So, I mean, you've got a good amount of tread, or actually, these are snows. Sorry, not all-season. These are snows, but you got a good amount of tread on that. Coming behind the front left tire. Now, the spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. This is the the left outer tie rod. Now, this is critical. It's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering, and that is tight. This is the left upper ball joint. Now, that is tight, and the left lower ball joint is tight. That's critical because that's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the chassis. This is the left sway bar link connected from here down to here. That is connected, doing its job, dampening the sway when you go around the corner. Now, looking for any indication of oil leaks, I am not seeing any indication, either tranny or motor, for oil leaks. In fact, it's been well greased as well, which is always a good sign. Now, checking on your front brakes, you've got on your front brakes you've got second here. I'm going to say about 25,000 K, about 50% left of the pads there. So you definitely got a lot of K left there. Now, and just again, taking another quick perusal under here for oil leaks. Don't see any indication of oil leaks. Good and dry. Your right front strut, your shock, I should say, now full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it's dripping all the way down there, and that is bone dry. In fact, that looks like that's a new shock actually. That's just been recently replaced. Now, this is one of two catalytic converters. Nothing wrong with it. Big problem is that people are reaching under and going cut, and taking these cats and getting about $100 a piece for them at the wrecking yard or at whoever buys cats. And trouble is that happens. You're looking at $1,000 repair for that to be repaired. So what I'm going to do is put a catalytic theft protection system that is stainless steel cables that's going to wrap around. And remember, people are laying on the ground, they're going to reach in there, they can hit the cables, and they say, forget it, move on. And that is one of two things I'm going to give you free if you buy. Now, looking for any indication of rust issues, other than surface rust, nothing. Okay, on your left rear tire, you got about 80% tread on snow tires, so definitely a good amount of tread. Rear brakes, brand new brakes and rotors. Your rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. Your rear shock, good and dry. Bottom of your diff, no sign of leakage whatsoever. You do need a spare. That one is missing, so you want to be make sure you address that, because you don't want to have a flat tire without a spare. Now, again, other than surface rust under here, I am not seeing any rust issues of any concern. Coming into the right front tire, again, about 80-90% of snow tires, so definitely lots of K left on that. Your right front spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. Your right shock, follow it down, good and dry. Your right outer tie rod is tight. Right upper ball joint is tight. Right lower ball joint is tight. About 30,000 K, quite a bit of K left on your front brake there. Again, looking for any indication of leaks, not seeing it. Sway bar link connected from here to here, doing its job, dampening the sway as it goes around the corner. Very clean. Okay, your right rear tire, about 70%, a little less tread on your right rear than you have on the other one, about 70%, down a bit, but definitely not out. Your right rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. Your right rear shock, follow it down, bone dry. Brakes, brand new rotors and pads on the rear, no indication of leak on your rear differential. Yeah, very clean, and definitely has work done on it. Now, with the scanner plugged in, codes found 0, so there is no check engine codes. Your no cracks in your windshield, dash very clean. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. With the motor running. Very, very smooth. Started the exhaust with the motor running. Very clean. Okay, now with the scanner plugged in, it's codes found 0. So there is no check engine codes and no cracks in your windshield. Dash very clean. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. With the motor running. Very, very smooth. Show the exhaust with the motor running. Very clean. Now one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I take a look underneath and see if there's any indication of white goo. Now white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, and that is a big problem. So I don't see any indication of that. In fact, I don't hear any indication of problems in this van actually at all. As far as I can tell, it's been well maintained, and definitely work has been done on it. Now the catalytic converter, okay, like I say, explain to you about the big problem with the catalytic converter is people stealing them. So what I'm going to do, if you buy, is I'm going to give you a catalytic. I'm going to put these stainless steel cables on both of your cats, clamp down, and when people are laying on the ground, remember, they reach up, they hit the cat, they hit the cables, they say forget it and move on. That's going to save your cat from getting stolen. Number 2, I am going to put on 2 things that have saved 10 to 50, that'll save 15% of your fuel costs in this truck. This I've used for 30 years. It goes on the fuel line on the motor, and then I plug this into the OBD2. Now the combination of both of these will save 15% gasoline, diesel fuel, in fact even natural gas, because I am not only going to give, I'm going to give 2 more of these to you so you can put them on your water heater at your house and your furnace, and you will save 10% on your natural gas, guaranteed. Been doing it for 30 years. It never fails. It never stops. So those 2 things, those 3 things, if you buy, you simply come to me. They cost you nothing. In a half hour, I'll have you out the door with your cat protected and saving fuel, and even at your house. Hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. I'm willing to do this for any vehicle, because if you can't trust the cowboy, who can you trust?